2023 and its approval thereof with amendments. Will as many of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Hello, members, thank you so much. We have just finished the Anti-Money Laundering and Combating of Terrorism Financial Laws Amendment Bill. We now move to the next bill, which is the Food and Feed Safety Control Condition Bill, Bill number 21, of National Assembly Bill number 21 of 2023.
Order members, Committee of the Whole, discussing the Food and Feed Safety Control Coordination Bill, National Assembly Bill number 21 of 2023.
Clause 3.
Honorable Karoli.
No, you propose first. You propose.
I'm sitting in for him. I'm sitting in for him.
Okay. Without it with
You use it's okay.
I propose the question that clause 3 be part of the bill. Mover. Order members, Honorable Haji Yusuf was designated in writing to move this amendment on behalf of Honorable Karoli Omondi.
Okay, thank you, Speaker. I move the amendment which directs or tries to separate food from feed, and by that, the bill be amended by deleting the title and substituting it thereof by the National Food Safety Control and Coordination Bill 2023.
Honorable member, we are moving the amendment under clause 3.
Clause 3.
Initially to be moved by Honorable Karoli Omondi.
Yeah, there's clause 3, yeah. That I move that the bill be amended by deleting clause 3 and substituting therefore the following new clause. That is, establishing, the objective of this act is establishing a national framework through the Office of the Food Safety Controller for the effective coordination of the competent authority in performing or in the performance of their function. B, enhance transparency and accountability in the implementation of the official control.
Just for guidance, these amendments are listed on the order paper. If you could simply note, amended as listed on the order paper. I now propose the question that clause 3 be amended as proposed by Honorable Haji on behalf of Honorable Karoli Omondi. I now put the question that clause 3 be amended as proposed. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The nays have it. I now... Order, members. Order. Order. I now put the question that clause 3 is amended be... No, it can't be. It's been dropped. I now put the question that clause 3 be dropped. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have.
Clause 4.
I propose the question that clause 4 be part of the bill. There is a proposed amendment by the chairperson, Agriculture and Livestock Committee. Chair. There is also, wait,
Yeah, Honorable Chair, I propose.
just wait, Honorable Chair, just for the comfort of Honorable Mili. There is a proposal of amendment by the Chair Agriculture Committee, amendment by Honorable Karoli Omondi, and amendment by Honorable Mili Odhiambo. So I would hope that we wait for the Chair to first prosecute his amendment.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, I propose that clause 4 of the bill be amended by deleting the ones and every person conducting food business or feed business. Yeah, by deleting those ones. The rationale is that this is to limit the scope of the bill to regulation of the competent authorities by the controller. The controller will only regulate competent authorities and not individuals. That is why we are saying we delete that part, because it brings in individuals.
I therefore propose the question that clause 4 be amended as proposed by the Chair. I now put the question that clause 4 be amended as proposed. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now... I now put the question that clause 4 be, as amended, be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. The import of that amendment means that the proposed amendments by Honorable Karoli Omondi and Honorable Mili Odhiambo fall by default. What is it, Honorable Mili?
Chair, I really don't think so, because the amendments are not actually the same in substance. Having said that, I actually want to say that even though Honorable Karoli Omondi aligns with the Hustler, he's actually dynasty like myself, because our mind frame was thinking of horses and cats and kittens, but Honorable Jekal, who has a mind which is a bit different, persuaded me that when you talk animals here, which is feed, then you are talking chicken and goats and cows. But me as a dynasty, I think of horses. And because of that, Chair, I want to say that I therefore drop my proposed amendment anyway. I think of horses. Yes.
Honorable Mili, it had already fallen on this one. I'm just confirming whether you are dropping all your other amendments or specifically this one.
Chair, I am not dropping all my amendments, and the reason is I'm a very diligent member. And even though I knew that Honorable Kimani Ichung'wah was going to oppose my feed until Nyikal persuaded me otherwise, I also saw problems even where you have feed. So because of that, yeah, and Honorable KJ actually persuaded me. It was KJ and Nyikal. Okay. So I just want to say that there are amendments that I had that are strengthening even where you have feed. For instance, where you add animals, where we forgotten animals. So the ones relating,
Honorable Millie, we are getting to all the other amendments. I just wanted to confirm whether you're dropping them or we'll prosecute them. So don't worry, we'll get to every other amendment. Honorable members, let us make progress.
Clause 5.
I propose the question that clause 5 be part of the bill. This one has 3 proposed amendments by the Chair, Agriculture Committee, by Honorable Karoli Omondi, and by Honorable Millie Odhiambo. We'll start with the Chair.
Honorable Chair, I propose that clause 5 of the bill be amended as follows. In paragraph A, by deleting the word life, and in paragraph B, by inserting the following new phrases immediately after the phrase F. That is G, the promotion of sustainable sustainable production, processing, and handling of food and feed. And then H, the protection of animal health. The import of this, Honorable Chair, is that this is to provide for biodiversity conservation and ecosystem safeguard. Thank you, Honorable Chair. I submit.
I now propose the question that clause 5 be amended as proposed by the Chair. I now put the question that clause 5 be amended as proposed by the Chair. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Next clause. Order. Is Karoli? Honorable Haji.
Okay, clause 5, I propose that in paragraph 5A, I propose by deleting the word feed business. That's the same for B and C, all of them feed business. Because my intention is to separate food from feed. Thank you.
I then propose the question that clause 5 be amended as proposed by Honorable Haji on behalf of Honorable Karoli Omondi. Do we have Chair? Honorable Chair?
Let me say for all of them. Chair, Honorable Chair, for purposes of the understanding of the members, what Honorable Karoli Omondi tries to do is to make sure that we exclude feed from the entire bill. We just talk about food. Honorable Chair, I would like members to note that in the best practices on food safety management demands that we have a holistic approach. We do not just talk about food without feed. If cows eat contaminated feed, then the human beings are likely to have this feed filtering into their system. For instance, aflatoxin and others. So anywhere where there is feed, we do not substitute, we sustain, because that's what Honorable Karoli Omondi is trying to say. There are very many reasons that I can give, But the Honorable Whip here, Chief Whip, is telling me that that is enough.
I now put the question that clause 5 be amended as proposed. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The nays have it. Honorable Mili? No, next clause. No? Honorable Mili Odhiambo?
Thank you, Chair. Chair, my dynastic comments actually have to do with what the Chair is saying. That my mind frame was to separate animals from human beings. But having said that, because my idea of animals, again, as I told you, is horses and that, not cows. As we deal only with fish, we don't have cows and stuff. But Chair, having said that, I just want to say that my amendments were touching on 5A, 5B, 5C, and 5E. And based on the persuasion, I dropped 5B, 5C, and 5E. However, I move 5A, which includes an animal. So because when we are talking about human and animal, in that paragraph, we are excluding animals. So I just want us to add an animal after the words, the protection of human, and after the words, life and death, so that the feed also includes animal.
Okay.
That is okay.
Well prosecuted. Chair, do you have anything to say to that?
Animal everywhere. Chair, I think you'll be forced to add animal everywhere. And in the definition sections, we have defined properly what feed is all about. So we don't need to add animal anywhere. On the other hand, Chair, there was also an amendment on the same clause 5C, which deletes the and after paragraph E. That is by deleting the word and immediately after the word feed business in subclause E. So that also needs to be to accompany. But if we add animal, we will be forced to add animal everywhere in the bill. And we have clearly defined what we mean by feed. Feed is livestock feed, livestock food. Yeah.
Other members, I now put the question that clause 5 be amended as proposed by Honorable Mili Odhiambo. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The nays have it. Next clause.
Part 1.
I propose the question that part 1 be part of the bill. Mover. Honorable Mili Odhiambo. Do you have an amendment to part 1, Honorable Mili?
Chair, I'm not too sure if it's part 1 or part 2. On the Office of the Food Safety Controller, the title.
It is actually part 2, so we will move on.
Yes.
I propose the question that part 1 be amended as proposed. It is part. Order members, we will amend from our list to amend part 2 by Honorable Mili Odhiambo. Part 2, Honorable Mili Odhiambo, is on Office of the Food Safety Controller. Your amendment, do you have it? Kindly prosecute it.
Yes, Chair. I beg to move that we amend part 2 so that it reads the Office of the Food and Feed Safety Controller, because it's not just about now food, it's food and feed safety controller. I propose. I propose the question that part 2
be amended as proposed by Honorable Millie Odhiambo. Majority Leader.
Honorable Speaker, I support.
I now put the question that part 2 be amended as proposed by Honorable Millie Odhiambo. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that part 2 as amended by Honorable Millie Odhiambo be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 6.
I propose the question that clause 6 be part of the bill. Mover, Honorable Millie Odhiambo.
Chair, this goes actually with the amendment that has just been passed, so that it reads Office of the Food and Feed. So it's just in tandem with the amendment that we passed under clause 6.1.
I propose the question that clause 6 be amended as proposed by Honorable Millie Odhiambo. Chair?
Okay. I support the Honorable Chair.
I therefore put the question that clause 6 be amended as proposed by Honorable Millie Odhiambo. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 6 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Next clause.
Clause 7.
I now propose the question that clause 7 be part of the bill. Mover, Honorable Millie Odhiambo.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, again, clause 7162, just do the same by providing for food and feed. So the amendment is just putting food and feed, because we have actually changed the title to food and feed, so it's just doing that.
I now put the question that I propose the question that clause 7 be amended as proposed by Honorable Millie Odhiambo. Anyone? I now put the question that clause 7 be amended as proposed by Honorable Millie Odhiambo. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 7 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 8.
Honorable Kasim, what is out of order?
Thank you, Chair. Is Honorable Millie in order that she puts an amendment where we say aye and she keeps quiet because she's used to saying nay? Is she in order?
Order, Honorable Tandaza. Honorable Millie Odhiambo, you have very many upcoming amendments. We will be looking at your mouth when we are voting. Next clause.
Clause 8.
I propose the question that clause 8 be part of the bill. Mover. There is an amendment by Honorable Karoli Omondi and an amendment by Honorable Millie Odhiambo. Honorable Haji.
Yes. The bulk of amendment by Honorable Karoli, which I have the same opinion myself as an expert on this field, since I'll be working under fatality, and I always say remove feed and I'm deleted.
Please move your amendment.
I therefore drop all feed to substitute all food and feed as most of my amendments are. But the rest of the amendment, as we go, I will raise it. Anything to do with deleting feed, I drop all of them.
Noted, Honorable Haji. Honorable Millie Odhiambo.
Thank you, Chair. My amendment in clause 8 suffers the same fate. It also has the feed, my earlier mentality, so I dropped them. the ones in clause 8.
Thank you. We'll make progress. We will now move clause 8 as having no amendment, and I propose the question that clause 8 be part of the bill. I now put the question that clause 8 be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 9.
I propose the question that clause 9 be part of the bill. Mover, we have 3 amendments, 3 proposed amendments. Chair, Agriculture, Honorable Karoli Omondi, Honorable Mili Odhiambo. What is out of order? Honorable Osoro, what is out of order?
Honorable Chair, there's a stranger in the house, yeah? About a month ago or so, she was looking different than what she is today. And I think it's important for us to welcome her officially in a very special way. Yeah.
Who is that? Who are you referring to?
Honorable Cynthia.
Yes.
Muge.
Other members, I also join you to welcome Honorable Cynthia Muge back. I also want to confirm I have seen the bouncing baby boy. Congratulations. Other members, we will make progress. Chair, Agriculture Committee, there is also an amendment by Honorable Karoli Omondi and an amendment by Honorable Mili Odhiambo. Okay. Wait, Honorable Chair. I'll give Honorable Cynthia Muge 1 minute to just say thank you. 1 minute, Honorable Cynthia.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you, Madam Chair. Let me take this opportunity to say I miss this house, and it's a pleasure to be back so that I can be able to transact business. I want to say special thank you for being very traditional and coming to my house to say hi to my baby boy. Oh. We thank God for good health, and Honorable Leader of Majority will not be worried anymore. Honorable Soro, your reminder messages will not be going in vain. I'll be showing up when you need me to show up. Thank you, Madam Speaker. With that, I thank God. And I missed all of you, like seriously missed you.
Thank you. Welcome back. Honorable Chair, please move your amendments.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I move that clause 9 of the bill be amended as follows. Subsection A in subclause D, by deleting the word in and substituting therefore the word of and inserting the words official control immediately after the feed safety. The reason is that to limit the scope of exercise of official control by the controller. Also, Honorable Chair, I would like to further on move an amendment in subclause I of clause 9 by inserting the words coordination of official control immediately before the words food safety. The justification is that this is to limit the scope of exercise of official control by the controller. Thank you, Honorable Chair.
I now propose the question that clause 9 be amended as proposed by the chair. I now put the question that clause 9 be amended as proposed by the chair. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 9 as amended be part of the bill. Okay, sorry, Honorable Mili, but before Honorable Mili, there is an amendment by Honorable Karoli Omondi. Is it still on or have you dropped it? It has been dropped. So Honorable Mili, kindly prosecute yours. Oh, this is a global question.
Thank you, Chair. As I'd agreed, first of all, let me congratulate Honorable Cynthia. The last time I saw her in Bahrain, and she was very fat. And I got a baby girl dress, so I'm a bit disappointed. I was hoping it's a girl, but it's okay. He can still wear the baby girl dress until he becomes big. But Chair, my proposed amendment, I drop all except H. And in H, it provides currently prepare an annual report on the state of food safety in Kenya. If you don't say food and feed, it means the only report that will be given will be on food. So I propose that we add food and feed safety, so that the report that is given is food and feed safety. That's my proposed amendment, Chair.
Chair.
Chair. Honorable Chair, we adopt that proposal.
I now propose the question that clause 9 be amended as proposed by Honorable Millie Odhiambo. I now put the question that clause 9 be amended as proposed by Honorable Millie Odhiambo. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 9 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 10.
Clause 10 has no amendment. I now propose the question that clause 10 be part of the bill. I now put the question that clause 10 be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 11.
Clause 11 has an amendment. I propose the question that clause 11 be part of the bill. Mover, Honorable Millie.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, I propose that the clause 11 be amended by adding a new subclause 4A that allows a person who is dissatisfied with the decision of the Public Service Commission to appeal to the High Court within 30 days.
Chair. Wait, I now propose the question that clause 11 be amended as proposed by Honorable Millie Odhiambo. Chair.
Honorable Chair, I believe the provisions in the bill are sufficient.
I now put the question that clause 11 be amended as proposed by Honorable Millie Odhiambo. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? Nay. The nays have it. Clause 12.
Clause 12.
I propose the question that clause 12 be part of the bill. Mover, Honorable Millie Odhiambo.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, I would want to encourage the chairman of the committee to be listening carefully, because sometimes the same way I was accused of keeping quiet because I'm used to saying nay, he's also saying nay because he thinks everything from Millie must be nay. But if you sit in this house, you'll discover I'm one of the best legislators. I don't think in terms of parties when I do law, because I know I will be subject to this law sometime in future. Now, having said that, Chair, I wish to move that a new subclause 12.2, that we renumber clause 12 to 12.1, and a new subclause 12.2 be inserted as follows. In employing members of staff under subsection 1, regard shall be had for gender, regional, and ethnic balance. Regard shall be taken to include youth, persons with disability, minority, and marginalized communities. Chair, I know we provide for this in the Constitution, but because people always forget, even the Bible tells us, remind them even if they know. So in laws, we still remind people even when they know that we need to be inclusive. So I propose.
Thank you. I now propose the question that clause 12 be amended as proposed by Honorable Millie Odhiambo. Chair.
We have enough provisions on employment, Honorable Chair. I believe she has cited the Constitution, and I believe the Employment Act also proposes that.
Okay, I now put the question. Honorable Rachel.
Thank you, Chair. Just to support the chairman of the committee, and with a lot of respect to the Honorable Millie, that this matter is covered in other laws. There is no need to over-legislate.
I now put the question that clause 12 be amended as proposed by Honorable Millie Odhiambo. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? Aye. The nays have it. Pamoja. Okay, I now propose the question that clause 12 be part of the bill. And I now put the question that clause 12 be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clauses 13, 14, and 15.
I propose the question that clauses 13, 14, and 15 be part of the bill. I now put the question that clauses 13, 14, and 15 be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Part 3.
I propose the question that part 3 be part of the bill. Mover, Honorable Karoli Omondis. It was dropped. Honorable Millie. It was dropped. Okay.
Also dropped, Chair.
Yeah. So, I now propose the question that part 3 be part of the bill. I now put the question that part 3 be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 16.
I propose the question that clause 16 be part of the bill. They were dropped.
So pronounced.
Honorable Haji, dropped. Okay, Honorable Millie Odhiambo, dropped. Okay, I then propose the question that clause 16 be part of the bill. And I now put the question that clause 16 be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Part 4.
I propose the question that part 4 be part of the bill. Honorable Honorable Haji, dropped.
Yeah, dropped.
Thank you. I then propose the question that part 4 be part of the bill. I now put the question that part 4 be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 18. Clause 17.
I propose the question that clause 17 be part of the bill. I now put the question that clause 17 be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Part 5.
I propose the question that part 5 be part of the bill. Mover, Honorable Millie.
Chair, I do note that that was actually a typo. What I'd intended was part 4 and actually dropped in the
Noted.
same spirit.
So that also is dropped. I propose the question that part 5 be part of the bill. I now propose the question that part 5 be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 18.
I propose the question that clause 18 be part of the bill. Mover, Honorable Haji, dropped? No.
18 by adding number 1, controller shall verify that a competent authority has a mechanism to enforce the requirement of food safety in accordance with the international standards of food safety.
I propose the question that clause 18 be amended as proposed by Honorable Yusuf Haji. Chair.
Honorable Chair, that amendment was already dropped. He dropped all the feed inclusion in the entire.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That is dropped. Honorable Millie Odhiambo, dropped.
Chair, I know Honorable Soro used to sit behind me, and now that he has changed positions, he's very excitable. Relax. You might just find yourself here again. But having said that, Chair, I need the chair of the committee to listen on this. The other ones on feed have dropped, but on 18.2E, Chair, already the counties have been given the mandate under this bill for issuance of certificates, permits, and licenses. And I'm seeing under this, we are again giving the controller. So my concern is that we are actually going to have a clash of coordination. So my suggestion was to delete, if you can confirm, because it actually, in this bill, it appears the counties have the same mandate on issuance of certificates, permits, and licenses. And we are still giving the same to the controller. So that is my concern. If it can be confirmed that it is done to the county, then we are creating a clash of roles. So my proposal was a deletion.
Okay. I propose then the question that clause 18 be amended as proposed by Honorable Millie Odhiambo. Majority Leader? Oh, Chair.
Honorable Chair, there are two levels of licenses and certificates and permits. The controller will issue permits, certificates, and licenses to the competent authorities, and that's what you're referring to here. Not any other food handlers. So we drop that. I do not support that amendment.
I now put the question that clause 18 be amended as proposed by Honorable Millie Odhiambo. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The nays have it. Clause 19. I propose the question that clause 19 be part of the bill. I propose the question that clause 18 be part of the bill. I now put the question that clause 18 be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 19.
This has no amendments. I propose the question that clause 19 be part of the bill. I now put the question that clause 19 be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 20.
I propose the question that clause 20 be part of the bill. We have two proposed amendments, Honorable Karoli, Honorable Millie Odhiambo. Honorable Haji, was it dropped? Oh, sorry. We have three proposed amendments by the chairperson, by Honorable Karoli, and by Honorable Millie Odhiambo. Honorable Chair.
Honorable Chair, I propose amendment to clause 20, that clause 20 of the bill be amended in subclause 3 by inserting the ones and each county governor immediately after the phrase competent authority. The reason is that for inclusion of the county government in the transmittal of the audit report prepared by the controller.
I then propose the question that clause 20 be amended as proposed by the chair. I now put the question that clause 20 be amended as proposed by the chair. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Amendment.
Clause 21.
This one's full. I propose the question that clause 21 be part of the bill. We have two proposed amendments. Honorable Karoli's dropped. Good. Honorable Millie. Then we'll move it as without amendments. I propose the question that clause 21 be part of the bill. I now put the question that clause 21 be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 22.
I propose the question that clause 22 be part of the bill. Honorable Karoli's dropped. Honorable Millie Odhiambo, dropped. Thank you. I now propose the question that clause 22 be part of the bill. I now put the question that clause 22 be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 23.
I propose the question that clause 23 be part of the bill. Honorable Haji, dropped. Honorable Millie, thank you. I now propose the question that clause 23 be part of the bill. I now put the question that clause 23 be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 24.
I propose the question that clause 24 be part of the bill. Honorable Adan, dropped. Honorable Millie, thank you. I now propose the question that clause 24 be part of the bill. I now put the question that clause 24 be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 25.
I propose the question that clause 25 be part of the bill. Honorable Adan, dropped. Thank you. Honorable Millie, thank you. I propose the question that clause 25 be part of the bill. I now put the question that clause 25 be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Clause 26.
Sorry. Clause 26.
Clause 26 has no amendments. I propose the question that clause 26 be part of the bill. I now put the question that clause 26 be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 27.
I propose the question that clause 27 be part of the bill. Mover, we have a proposed amendment from the chair and Honorable Millie Odhiambo. Chair.
Yeah, Honorable Chair, I propose that clause 27 of the bill be amended in paragraph B by inserting the word "of" immediately after the word "makes copies." The reason is to correct the typographical error.
I therefore propose the question that clause 27 be amended as proposed by the chair. I now put the question that clause 27 be amended as proposed by the chair. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Honorable Millie.
Chair, I propose that, Chair, I propose that clause 27 be further amended to include feed safety. Because what we are saying, we are giving the compliance officer authority to inspect, examine, and make copies of licenses, registers, records, and other documents relating to food safety only. So what I'm suggesting is that it should do that also relating to feed safety. So it's not just food safety, but feed safety as well.
Okay, I propose the question that clause 27 be amended as proposed by Honorable Millie Odhiambo. Chair.
Let's adopt that, Chair.
Thank you. I now put the question that clause 27 be amended as proposed by Honorable Millie Odhiambo. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? Nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 27 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clauses 28, 29, and clause 30.
These ones have no amendments. I propose the question that clauses 28, 29, and 30 be part of the bill. I now put the question that clauses 28, 29, and 30 be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 31.
I propose the question that clause 31 be part of the bill. Honorable Millie.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, I propose that clause 31 be amended to correct a typographical error. It says the annual accounts of the office of what? So I'm actually adding the word controller. It is missing the word controller.
I propose the question that clause 31 be amended as proposed by Honorable Millie Odhiambo. I now put the question that clause 31 be amended as proposed by Honorable Millie Odhiambo. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? I now put the question that clause 31 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 32.
This one has no amendment. I propose the question that clause 32 be part of the bill. I now put the question that clause 32 be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 33.
I propose the question that clause 33 be part of the bill. Mover, Honorable Millie.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, I propose that we make an amendment that the Cabinet Secretary in consultation with the Controller may make regulations that would include the traceability of food. But I'm suggesting that it should not be just the traceability of food, but traceability of food and feed. Thank you.
I propose the question that clause 33 be amended as proposed by Honorable Millie Odhiambo. Chair.
We adopt the proposal.
Chair, just to remind you, the adoption is up to the House. You can say you support. I now put the question that clause 33 be amended as proposed by Honorable Millie Odhiambo. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 33 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 34.
This has no amendment. I propose the question that clause 34 be part of the bill. I now put the question that clause 34 be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
First schedule.
I propose the question that the first schedule be part of the bill. Mover, Chair.
Honorable Chair, I propose that the first schedule of the bill be amended by inserting the following new paragraph. That will be number 11, and just after 10, Veterinary Medicine Directorate. The reason is that for inclusion of Veterinary Medicine Directorate as a competent authority, as it is responsible for animal health products such as pesticides and drugs, the Veterinary Medicine Directorate is established under Section 39 of the Veterinary Surgeons and the Veterinary Paraprofessionals Act, number 29 of 2011.
I propose the question that the first schedule be amended as proposed by the Chair. I now put the question that the first schedule be amended as proposed by the Chair. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that the first schedule as amended be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Second schedule.
I propose the question that the second schedule be part of the bill. Mover, Honorable Karoli. Dropped? Thank you. I propose the question that the second schedule be part of the bill. I now put the question that the second schedule be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 2.
I propose the question that clause 2 be part of the bill. Mover, Honorable Haji. Dropped. Thank you. Honorable Millie.
No, I know Honorable Soro is tired and is setting a wrong tempo for the members, so please bring this during the day when you are not tired or when you don't have a date. But Chair, I seek your guidance, yeah? Chair, I seek your guidance because I have several proposed amendments. I don't know if I go through them one by one because some are dropping but some are moving. Can I go through them one by one? In clause 2.
One by one.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
there's
one
some-
by one.
Okay, then Chair, in clause 2, I'm proposing that we define the word consumer. It is referred to in the bill, but it is not defined. So I am suggesting that we define a consumer to mean a consumer as defined under the Consumer Protection Act, Act number 46, 2012 of the laws of Kenya. That's my first proposed amendment.
Okay. I then propose the question that clause 2 be amended as proposed by Honorable Millie Odhiambo. Chair?
Honorable Chair, we support the proposal.
I therefore put the question that clause 2 be amended as proposed by Honorable Millie Odhiambo. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Aye.
Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Chair, I drop my proposed amendment to the word feed. Or the first part, I had actually two proposals. The first proposal was to delete that, but my second is to include from the definition of the, delete the following words from the definition of the word feed, which is consumed as food or an animal whose produce is capable of being consumed as food, appearing after the words directly by an animal. Chair, because we are moving very fast, I have not done what I traditionally do, which is to give the reasons. And because I have not given the reason and I don't want to take time, I'll drop it. I know it makes sense, but because I want to save on time, I'll drop it. Yeah, but I think I would want to encourage the chair, just look at it for later so that it makes sense, because it wasn't making sense. That's why I proposed it. But because we are doing this in a hurry.
Honorable Millie, we have
Yes.
already voted on one.
Yes.
Which one are you dropping? Please be on record so that we follow. Which are you dropping? Which are you
Chair,
prosecuting?
The one I am dropping is the definition of the word feed. I had actually had two proposed amendments.
Mm-hmm.
I had two proposed amendments on the word feed.
And you have dropped both?
I have dropped both.
Okay. So have you dropped the definition of feed business?
Let me check, Chair. Yes, I have dropped feed business.
Feed ingredient?
And I'm dropping feed ingredient.
Feed safety?
I have a second definition for feed safety.
Mm-hmm.
And Chair, I think in tandem with what I was saying, actually my proposed amendment was just to make it clear, because there are some things which were making it look like it's actually awkward legally. But again, because of time, I will not move it. I had a second proposed amendment. I'll not move it. So I'll drop it as well. For feeds. That is feed safety. Food.
Definition of food.
The definition of the word food, I am proposing an amendment to add the words any edible after the words drinking water and after the word substance which has been used. And Chair, if you actually look at the definition of food there.
Honorable Millie, are you moving it now?
Yes, I am.
That amendment under the definition of food?
Yes. Because if you actually look at food, the definition, it means a processed, semi-processed, or raw substance which is consumed by a human being and includes drinking water and substance which has been used in the production. A substance which is used in the production of food includes sufuria. So, Chair, if we don't say edible, then it means we are saying we are defining sufuria as food. So I'm actually saying that we add the word edible so that we are not saying sufuria is food.
Okay, for the record, we have dropped the definitions of feed, food, feed business, feed ingredient, and safety. We are now in the definition for word food. So I propose the question that clause 2 be amended as proposed by Honorable Millie Odhiambo. Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, the definition of food is sufficient for the following reasons. We are talking about, it means a processed, semi-processed, or raw substance which is consumed. You cannot consume a sufuria. So anything that is consumed is assumed to be edible. So I think we don't support that amendment. And Chair, I have another amendment in view of Honorable Millie's amendment that we adopted. That is the definition.
Chair, can we first prosecute Honorable Millie's?
Yeah.
Honorable Millie. So allow me to propose the question to put the question that clause 2 be amended as proposed by Honorable Millie Odhiambo. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The nays have it. Honorable Millie, you have several other definitions. Kindly prosecute or drop.
Chair, I propose an amendment to the definition of the word food business to add the words for commercial purposes after the words distribution of food. And the reason why I'm saying that is, Chair, when you have a wedding may not be for a commercial purpose. So if you actually look at food business, it says it means the production, processing, storage or distribution of food, but does not include the domestic preparation, handling or storage of food for consumption within a residence. And a wedding is not within a residence, it's not domestic. So that's why I'm saying we need to put for commercial purposes. I move.
Okay, I then propose the question that clause 2 be amended as proposed by Honorable Millie Odhiambo. Chair?
I support that.
Thank you. I now put the question that clause 2 be amended as proposed by Honorable Millie Odhiambo. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Hazard. Definition of word hazard. Honorable Millie? Dropped. Thank you. Definition of multi-annual control.
Chair, if you just indulge me a little so that I don't end up dropping even things which make sense in the hurry. Because in multi-annual control plan, I was proposing to delete the words animal plant appearing. No, Chair, that one I drop that one. I dropped that one.
Well noted, dropped. The official control amendment?
Chair, they actually have two proposed amendments, one which has to do with food and one which has to do with the I'll drop them. I'll drop both of them. So? I'll drop both of them. Yes, I have. Why is Honorable?
Okay. I therefore now put the question that clause 2 be amended, that clause 2 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Long title.
I propose the question that long title. Honorable Mutunga.
Honorable Chair, before you go to the long title, in view of having adopted Honorable Milli's amendments on the definition of the controller, we need to define the controller properly here, which means a food and the feed safety. So we have to add and feed in the definitions to be complete. Yeah. As a further amendment.
So are you moving the amendment?
Yes.
Okay. I therefore propose the further amendment that I propose the question that clause 2 be further amended as proposed by the chair. I now put the question that clause 2 be amended as proposed by the chair. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Long title.
I propose the question that the long title be part of the bill. Mover. We have Honorable Haji dropped. Honorable Mili dropped. I then propose the question that the long title be part of the bill. I now put the question that the long title be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Title.
I propose the question that the title. I propose the question that the title be part of the bill. Mover Honorable Haji dropped. Honorable Mili. Thank you. I therefore propose the question that the title be part of the bill. I now put the question that the title be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 1.
I propose the question that clause 1 be part of the bill. Mover Honorable Haji dropped. Honorable Mili dropped. I propose the question that clause 1 be part of the bill. And I now put the question that clause 1 be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. The mover, we are now on the reporting stage. Mover. Mover to report on the Food and Feed Safety Control Coordination Bill.
Honorable Chairperson, I beg to move that the committee do report to the House its consideration of the Food and Feed Safety Control Coordination Bill, National Assembly Bill number 21 of 2023, and its approval thereof with amendments. I
then put the question, which is that committee do report to the House its consideration of the Food and Feed Safety Control Coordination Bill, National Assembly Bill number 21 of 2023, and its approval thereof with amendments. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of a contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it.
Bowing before. What?
Bado. Tukae.
Order, members. I call upon the chairperson to report on the Anti-Money Laundering and Combating of Terrorism Financing Laws Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 35 of 2023.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to report that the Committee of the Whole House has considered the Anti-Money Laundering and Combating of Terrorism Financing Laws Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 35 of 2023, and approved the same with amendments.
Mover.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the House do agree with the committee in the said report. I also request Honorable Beatrice Adagala to second the motion for agreement with the report of the Committee of the Whole House.
Honorable Beatrice Adagala, please give her the mic.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I second.
Thank you, Honorable Adagala.
She seconded that one.
Honorable members, I now propose the question, which is that the House do agree with the committee in the said report. I now put the question. Honorable members, I put the question, which is that the House do agree with the committee on the said report. As many as are of that opinion say aye. Aye. And as many as of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Move to move. Move to move for the third reading.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the Anti-Money Laundering and Combating of Terrorism Financing Laws Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 35 of 2023, be now read a third time. I also request the Honorable Komingoi to second.
Please give it the mic even if he's just bowing.
I second.
Thank you, honorable members. I now propose the question, which is that the Anti-Money Laundering and Combating of Terrorism Financing Laws Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 35 of 2023, be now read a third time. I now put the question, which is that the Anti-Money Laundering and Combating of Terrorism Financing Laws Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 35 of 2023, be now read a third time. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Thank you. Now we move to the Food and Feed Safety Control Coordination Bill, National Assembly Bill number 2021 of 2023. Chairperson.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to report that the Committee of the Whole House has considered the Food and Feed Safety Control Coordination Bill, National Assembly Bill 21 of 2023, and approved the same with amendments.
Thank you, Chairperson. Mover of the bill. Majority Leader.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the House do agree with the committee in the said report. I also request Honorable Sigei to second the motion for agreement with the report of the Committee of the Whole House.
Madam Speaker, I second.
Honorable members, I now propose the question, which is that the House do agree with the committee in the said report. Go ahead and put the question. I now put the question, which is that the House do agree with the committee in the said report. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Mover of the bill.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the Food and Feed Safety Control Coordination Bill, National Assembly Bill number 21 of 2023, be now read a third time. I also request the Honorable Jane Ngugi, member for the Tharaka-Nithi County, to second.
Take your time.
I second.
Honorable members, I propose the question, which is that the Food and Feed Safety Control Coordination Bill, National Assembly Bill number 21 of 2023, be now read a third time. Thank you. I go ahead now to put the question after confirming that we have quorum, and I do confirm that we do. I now put the question, which is that the Food and Feed Safety Control Coordination Bill, National Assembly Bill number 21 of 2023, be now read a third time. Okay. And now I put the question, which is that the Food and Feed Safety Control Coordination Bill, National Assembly Bill number 21 of 2023, be now read a third time. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
A bill for an act of parliament to provide for coordination of the public institutions in the control of food and feed safety, to establish the office of the food safety controller, to provide for the role of county governments in food and feed safety, and for connected purposes.
Honorable members, on the Anti-Money Laundering and Combating of Terrorism Financing Laws Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 35 of 2023. I will now put the question, which is that the Anti-Money Laundering and Combating of Terrorism Financing Laws Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill of 2023, be now read a third time. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
A bill for an act of parliament to amend the laws relating to anti-money laundering and combating of terrorism, financing, and proliferation financing, and for connected purposes.
Next order.
Order number 9, Committee of the Whole House.
Order members. Order members. We are now in the Committee of the Whole. Consideration of the Water Amendment Bill, National Assembly, number 33 of 2023.
Clauses 3 and 4.
These ones have no amendments. I propose the question that clauses 3 and 4 be part of the bill. I now put the question that clauses 3 and 4 be part of the bill. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of a contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 5.
I propose the question that clause 5 be part of the bill. Mover, the chair.
Madam Chair, I move that clause 5 of the bill be amended by inserting subsection 1 by deleting the expression 68B and C and substituting therefore with the expression subsection 68 subsection BA. And Madam Chair, this one is just it's a cross-referencing error, and this is just to say that the regulatory board will regulate the water bulk supply and budget agreement.
Thank you, Chair. I now propose the question that clause 5 be amended as proposed by the Chair. I now put the question that clause 5 be amended as proposed by the Chair. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 5 as amended be part of the bill. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of a contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it.
Clauses 7 and 8, and clauses 6 and 7.
These ones have no amendments. I propose that clauses 6 and 7 be part of the bill. I now put the question that clause 6 and 7 be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 8.
I propose the question that clause 8 be part of the bill. Amendment, mover, chair.
Madam Chair, I move that clause 8 be amended as provided in the order paper. And Madam Chair, the justification is that providing a water service providers is just to make sure that their contacts, like the telephone numbers, the emails, is provided for.
Thank you. I propose the question that clause 8 be amended as proposed by the chair. I now put the question that clause 8 be amended as proposed by the chair. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 9.
I propose the question that clause 9 be part of the bill. Mover.
Madam Chair, I move that clause 9 be amended as provided for in the order paper. And Madam Chair, this is just to say that when a party who enters into a PPP agreement, if in case it abandons the work, they abandon the work in the middle of the contract, the government can take over that project and complete. This part, Madam Chair, it's just a cleanup of the bill which was erroneously left in the previous amendments.
Thank you. I then propose the question that clause 9 be amended as proposed by the chair. I now put the question that clause 9 be amended as proposed by the chair. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 9 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 10.
This has no amendment. I propose the question that clause 10 be part of the bill. I now put the question that clause 10 be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
New clause 11.
Mover. Honorable Chair, to move second reading of the new clause.
Madam Chair, I move that the new clause 11 be amended as provided in the bill. And Madam Chair, this section is...
Order. Should be read a second time.
Madam Chair, I move that clause 11 be read for a second time. And Madam Chair, this section...
Honorable Chair.
Yes.
New clause, you have to indicate. The new
Madam
clause,
Chair,
yeah.
I move that the new clause 11 be read a second time. And the input, Madam Chair, is that under the Water Trust Fund, Madam Chair, currently as it is that the Water Trust Fund can give grants to the counties. What we are adding is that there are also projects which are carried out by water development agencies, yes, and also the Water Trust Fund also should support them. Thank you.
I therefore propose the question that the new clause 11 be now read a second time. I put the question that the new clause 11 be now read a second time. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of a contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I therefore propose the question that the new clause 11 be part of the bill. I put the question that the new clause 11 be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
New clause 12.
Mover to move that the new clause be read a second time.
Madam Chair, I move that new clause 12 be read for a second time, and the reason for this, Madam Chair, is to operationalize the water tribunal, which is currently providing for the chair without a membership.
I now propose the question that the new clause 12 be now read a second time. I put the question that the new clause 12 be now read a second time. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I propose the question that the new clause 12 be part of the bill. I now put the question that the new clause 12 be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 2.
I propose the question that clause 2 be part of the bill. Mover, Chair.
Madam Chair, I move that clause 2 be amended as provided in the order paper. This is just to give a definition of bulk water.
Thank you. I therefore propose the question that clause 2 be amended as proposed by the chair. I now put the question that clause 2 be amended as proposed by the chair. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 2 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Title.
I propose the question that the title be part of the bill. I now put the question that the title be part of the bill. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of a contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 1.
Clause 1, I propose the question that clause 1 be part of the bill. I now put the question that clause 1 be part of the bill. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of a contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. We are now on the reporting stage. Mover.
Honorable Chairperson, I beg to move that the committee do report to the House its consideration of the Water Amendment National Assembly Bill number 33 of 2023 and its approval thereof with amendments.
I put the question, which is that the committee do report to the House its consideration of the Water Amendment, National Assembly Bill number 33 of 2023 and its approval thereof with amendments. As many as are of that opinion say aye. Aye. As many as are of a contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it.
Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker.
The first member of parliament.
Sergeant amelala, sasa nifanye nini? Hata sergeant wamechoka wamelala.
Honorable members, we are dealing with the Water Amendment, National Assembly Bill number 33 of 2023. I would like to call upon the chairperson.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I beg to report that the Committee of the Whole House has considered the Water Amendment, National Assembly Bill number 33 of 2023 and approval of the same with amendments.
Thank you, Chairperson. We go to the mover. Majority Leader.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the House do agree with the committee in the said report. I also request Honorable Beatrice Kemei to second the motion for agreement with the report of the Committee of the Whole House.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I second.
Thank you, Honorable
Thank you.
Kemei. Thank you, Honorable Kemei. Honorable members, I propose the question that the House do agree with the committee in the said report. I go ahead and put the question that the House do agree with the committee in the said report. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Mover of the bill.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the Water Amendment, National Bill number 33 of 2023 be now read a third time. I also request the Honorable Gideon Kimaio, who has just walked in, to second.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I second.
Thank you very much. Honorable members, I propose the question, which is that the Water Amendment, National Assembly Bill number 33 of 2023 be now read a third time. And I go ahead and put the question. I now put the question, which is that the Water Amendment, National Assembly Bill number 33 of 2023 be now read a third time. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
A bill for an act of parliament to amend the Water Act 2016 to provide for public-private partnerships arrangements and for the connected purposes.
Thank you. Next order.
Order number 10, the Sugar Bill, National Assembly Bill number 34 of 2022. Second reading.
Thank you, honorable members. This is resumption of debate, which was interrupted on Wednesday, the 16th of August 2023 in the afternoon sitting, and we have a balance of 2 hours and 23 minutes. Yes, what is out of order, Majority Leader?
Honorable Speaker, thank you. There's actually nothing out of order, just to note that other than the member for Muhoroni, the member for Nyando, the Honorable Wangwe, who is the sponsor of this bill, all the other members from the Sugar Belt, none of them is here for this very important bill. And Honorable Speaker, you know, I see very many of our colleagues in Azimio speaking, of course, and Miriam has I noticed so there is sugar and also in Transmara and South Mugirango. But I was speaking about my colleagues in the minority, Honorable Speaker. You know, I can only see the Honorable Kainan, who has no sugar in Wajir. The member for Magarini has no sugar. The member for Dagoretti North has no sugar where she comes from. Everybody else from the Azimio side, especially the ones I see shouting about sugarcane farmers and sugarcane farmers in Western Kenya and parts of Nyanza. And I see them shouting about their problems in funerals. And when we tell them the place to come and articulate issues to do with sugar is where we formulate policies and laws relating to sugar growing, they are nowhere. You can see the Honorable Salasia now is walking in now. Honorable Speaker, I think we must keep encouraging members, and it is good that at least the Honorable Salasia has heard me from the other corner. You know where Salasia was at this time. But at least he has shown up, and it's good because I've seen him articulate issues to do with sugar. And I want to encourage him to encourage his colleagues in the opposition that the place to demonstrate on issues to do with the cost of living, the way to deal with the cost of living is to make sure that you put money back to farmers' pockets. And the only way to make sure that money gets back to farmers' pockets is to increase productivity of sugar so that the sugar prices come down. We cannot bring down the cost of sugar by demonstrating. And you know, when Honorable Selassie was demonstrating last time in Nairobi, he was a new member in town. He ran into a lot of problems because he didn't know what corners to cut. Now the corners to cut to bring down the cost of living is by you sitting here up to this time to articulate issues to do with sugarcane farmers, to ensure that the cost of sugar comes down by increasing productivity. The Kenya Kwanza administration, under the able leadership of President William Ruto, has ensured that there is even now subsidized fertilizer at the price of 2,500 shillings, even to sugarcane farmers.
Majority Leader.
And therefore, Honorable Speaker, I just want to say that, just to note, because the Honorable Wangwe has been at pains pleading with the Leader of Majority to ask members of the Kenya Kwanza Alliance to keep him company through this debate. But the Leader of Minority is not there. The minority whip is not there. I cannot whip the majority and whip the minority. I cannot be able to lead the minority when they have leadership. But you know, this leadership is also absent even outside Parliament, Honorable Speaker.
Majority Leader, you've made your point, and I would like, for the record, you know, it was on a point of order. What is out of order, Honorable Wangwe?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Remember that you are the mover of this motion.
Yes, thank you, Honorable Speaker. I would wish to clarify that whereas the majority leader has really spoken very well, but he has driven the motion to look like it's an Azimio motion. I want to clarify that this is a motion that is affecting both sides of the House. We have members who are cane farmers from the other side. So the House is proper, and I want to seek and invite the Leader of Majority to help us move forward as one. This bill cuts across. It's not for Azimio, neither is it for Kenya Kwanza. It's for the entire nation. Let's move as one. Thank you.
Very well. Would you like to be informed by the Majority Leader?
Not for now. Let's move on, Honorable Speaker.
The- Yes, what is out of order? Kindly give it the
Yeah,
mic.
thank you very much, Madam Speaker. I rise pursuant to Standing Order number 83. Madam Speaker, this is a very important motion, extremely very important, particularly coming from my very good friend, the Honorable Wangwe. But is it in order, Madam Speaker, for us to discuss sugar when our sugar level is down? Would it not be fair, Madam Speaker, that we adjourn to tomorrow when the sugar level is okay? Then we can discuss in a very rational manner. You could even see the members here, when you came in, you sat down and they kept on sitting because the sugar level is too low. Even understanding, Madam Speaker, right now and comprehending issues is very difficult. So, Madam Speaker, we have been here since 9:30. Just in terms of even, we've eaten everything in the restaurant. In fact, there is nothing now to be eaten, including the sergeant at arms. They couldn't even say, rise up, the speaker is coming in. Their sugar level is also very low. So, Madam Speaker,
Honorable Chepkonga, Honorable Chepkonga, Honorable Chepkonga, Chairman. Order, Honorable Chepkonga. You know, you have a lot of experience and you have been in this house for a long time, and I fully understand that, I actually understand what you're saying, that people are tired. However, if you would like to adjourn debate on this matter, you can only do it using Standing Order number 96. But honorable members, while on this seat, I have also received on both sides of the House, including the chairman, Honorable Mutunga, the Honorable Keinan, and others on this side, that they would like to speak. We still have a few minutes. We still have a few minutes. Actually, it's only 30 minutes, honorable members. I would like to order that we make progress. He's actually one of those who would like to speak. He approached the table and indicated that he would like to speak. So, honorable members, those who have spoken on this bill is the mover of the motion, the Honorable Emmanuel Wangwe, the seconder, the Honorable Nabi Nambwera. Others are Honorable Julius Merli, Honorable Badi, Honorable Martin Wanyonyi, Honorable James Nikal. So others are free to engage, and I'll just go direct to the screen, honorable members. I'll start with the chairman. I'll give the first opportunity to the chairman. Honorable Mutunga, please proceed.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, for
Honorable
the opportunity.
Keinan, you know you are one of our very senior members, and when you say point of order many times, I'm inclined to give you a chance. So I give you a chance. What is out of order, Honorable Keinan?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, you have had the leader of majority cast aspersion on the leadership of the minority side. We, both the nominal and active members of Azimio, have consulted and hereby appoint the Honorable Salasia as our acting minority leader until the end of this debate. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Honorable Keinan, I order that we proceed with debate, and the chair was on the floor. Honorable Mutunga, please proceed.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I appreciate the fact that people are tired. But Honorable Speaker, if I remember what used to happen in the last session of Parliament, sometimes you were staying here up to midnight to pass important legislations. So Honorable Speaker, the other issue is about the sugar levels. The sugar in the body is different from the sugar we are discussing, Honorable Speaker. This is called sucrose. Sucrose has a totally different formula than the sugar that we take, or rather that is we are talking about here. Honorable Speaker, sugar cane or sugar value chain is one most important value chain in this country. It supports more than 8 million Kenyans, 8 million households that rely on sugar for their livelihoods. So it's really important. It's one of the early introductions. Sugar was introduced in Kenya in 1922. And we remember 1922, we used to have colonialists here. Those are the ones who introduced sugar. It was introduced in several agroecologies, a lot more on the western part of Kenya. And later on, the commodity has been produced even in the coastal region of Kenya, and the potentialities matter. Honorable Speaker, when we look at the western region as a sugar production or sugar belt, we have to apply in different models of improving on sugar production, targeting a lot more on productivity because it's an area that doesn't have a lot of land. But there are possibilities and options as proposed in this bill. So this bill comes in to improve on the sugar productivity, to increase sugar production so that we can be self-reliant in sugar. The sugar subsector, Honorable Speaker, basically the subsector in Kenya, we produce about 48% of our local sugar requirements. Our annual requirement is about 1 million metric tons. So we produce 48% of 480,000 metric tons, and this is why we import sugar once in a while. Sugar sector has very many challenges, and these challenges are the mischief that this bill comes to deal out. Some of them include high cost of production. When you are producing on a small scale, of course the cost is high. There's acute cane shortage. Sometimes the processors run for 4 or 5 months, and then the rest of the year they are closed. So we do not have sufficient amount of cane. There is low productivity. Our cane quality and the varieties are not very high producing. They are not very, high in terms of productivity, and therefore we need to embark on research. And we have proposed measures in this particular legislation to ensure that we can increase sugar production. The committee has looked through the bill. The committee has made proposals that will come in form of amendments when we get to the committee of the whole house. Sugar production in Kenya has many other challenges which I do not wish to allude to because my colleagues will be speaking to that. I would like to be very specific on a few issues. One of the key issues that this bill does is the reintroduction of the subsidy. We're introducing subsidy at 4% for the off-factory sugar and for all the imported sugar. The reason why we have even doubt is because we import sugar from the Comesa region and they are very much resistant to any form of discrimination. So anything beyond 4%, if you are charging the Kenyan producers 4%, then it will be termed as discrimination, and they do not want to go that direction. Honorable Speaker, when we get this levy, we have proposed strongly that the levy will be managed by the Commodities Fund. There is an entity called the Commodities Fund in AFA, which has proposed a legislation to be recognized as a parastatal to be managing all the agricultural funds. So we are proposing that the fund will be managed by commodities funds and not necessarily the Kenya Sugar Board, because Kenya Sugar Board will not manage the funds and manage its affairs of regulatory, crop development, and also marketing. So we leave them to be regulators, and then the fund is managed by commodities fund. Out of this fund, the levy, 40% will go to cane development. We prioritize cane development because that is where we need to invest in terms of improving productivity. 15% will go to the research station, which we have renamed in this particular legislation as the Sugar Research and the Training Institute. 15% again will go to the management, or rather the issues of the Kenya Sugar Board. 15% will go to the factory rehabilitation and modernization. 10% will go to infrastructural development. I pause to explain how we have structured the infrastructural development in this bill. We have said that Kenya Sugar Board or the county authorities, that is the county government, will have no business in handling this money. This money will be transferred directly after collection to Kenya Rural Roads Authority. Kenya Rural Roads Authority will use their mechanisms of development to utilize this money to develop the areas from which this money was collected. So what will happen is that if we collect this levy from, let's say, Kakamega County, all the money collected from Kakamega County will go 10% of it will go to do the roads in Kakamega County through the Kenya Rural Roads Authority. Honorable Speaker, this bill proposing enforcement of cane contracts as a way of ensuring that the farmers respect the contracts and also the millers also respect the contract. What has been happening in the past is that each of the parties have not been very, very, very serious about respecting the contract, and therefore there has been collusion or sometimes farmers selling to anybody who comes by. We would like the factories, the sugar millers, to respect the contract with the farmers so that if they are engaged in cane development, they are able to do serious cane development, and if a certain factory has, or a certain miller has developed cane in a specific area, then this particular cane must be consumed or must be processed by that particular miller. So we are not going to, the penalties that have been put in this particular legislation are going to restrict any cane selling through dubious methods. The other issue that has come up, Speaker, is the possibility of using this cane testing unit. Cane testing units are huge investments that this country has made. We have put up about 11 cane testing units in 11 milling plants. The cane testing unit enables the farmers to sell their sugar through use of sucrose content. Sucrose content is the amount of sugar within a cane plant, and therefore that gives the farmers more money. They have not been appropriately sensitized about CTUs. They have not used the CTUs yet. The CTUs are just investment within the sugar factories, and these need to be used so that the farmers can be able to benefit better. The idea is to benefit the farmers better and benefit the other value chain actors without any form of mismanagement of the whole. The other issue that is important is managing the investments within the sugar industry. Investment are required at all levels of the sugar industry, especially at the farm level, where the farm sizes have reduced. We must get high-yielding varieties, and that is why we have revitalized, or rather proposed to revitalize, the Sugar Research Institute, so that we get better cane varieties that will mature faster and will have better cane content, sucrose content, so that the farmers can benefit. The cost of production in the sugar industry is high, and I want to take a few minutes to discuss the cost of production. One of the reasons why it is high is because the inputs are costly. The inputs in the sugar, that go through the sugar production are costly. The fertilizer is costly. The other operations within are costly. The number of times that you have to eat and so on. There is also high operational costs in terms of the power that is used, the fuel itself by these processors, and also the taxes and licenses are also expensive. The other issue about the sugar industry is that most of the public mills are obsolete. They use obsolete technology. Technology needs to be improved. Their processors are old, their processors are outdated, they consume a lot more than really give the mechanical advantage. So in order to increase production, production within the milling plant, or rather turnover within the milling plant, we need more efficient machines. The other one is the high cost of farm inputs. We know fertilizer is used and it's expensive. We know the other inputs are also expensive. Extension services are not very much available, and what we have done deliberately is to ensure that the research institute does have an arm of training, so that now they can train personnel to be able to send messages, or rather to impact the farmers with the messages that are necessary to enable them to increase production and productivity. Poor networking within the sugar sector, there is a lot of suspicion. We have gone round about, in all the regions, we've seen more than 11 or 12 factories, and we have seen many farmers and understood their relationships, and we realize there's a lot of suspicion within the sugar sector. And we need to reduce that by having a lot more of interactions of the bill basically promotes that. It is also a high labor cost issue, and there is inadequate, raw materials. Raw materials, in this case, we are looking at raw materials in terms of inputs to the farmers, because cane development has not really happened in Kenya. The research system has not been very efficient. They have not produced new varieties that are better. Also, on the other hand, we have not tried out varieties from the other countries. There hasn't been much that has been happening because the KSREF, which used to be the Kenya Sugarcane Research Foundation earlier, was merged with the other research institutes under the Kenya Agriculture and Livestock Research Organization, and the efficiencies went down instead of improving. Finally, Honorable Speaker, if we have to contain production in the sugar belt, if we have to make sure the farmer benefits, we must invest intensively in the productivity. And that's a topic for another day. Honorable Speaker, I do support this bill to the extent that we need to invest a lot in the sugar industry to ensure that the farmers benefit and the livelihoods of those people. More than 8 million farm families are supported. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Mutunga. The Honorable Jared Okello.
Madam Speaker, I thank you very much. This bill could not have come at a better time. And I want to thank my brother, Honorable Wangwe, for carrying the mantle that we almost abandoned in the last regime. Sugar, and sugarcane by extension, has suffered the most amongst all commodities in this country. And the reason is simple, Madam Speaker. During political campaigns, sugar then becomes a low-hanging fruit in mopping up funds to carry out political campaigns in this country. And this has been abused by successive regimes. And therefore, without any input, particularly paying credence to this bill, that kind of behavior will continue for the longest. And therefore, this bill is timely. I sit in Agriculture Committee, superintended by my brother, Honorable Mutunga, together with my colleagues in that committee, together with our Vice Chair, Honorable Yegon, who together burnt the midnight oil, looking at this bill clause by clause, putting in necessary beef to this bill so that sugar matters can be handled once and for all, Honorable Speaker. And we hope that this House will rally behind this bill so that those farmers who have been languishing for the longest will at least find recourse on this, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, there are millions and millions of families that depend on sugarcane and sugar. If you look at the value chain, all from the farm to the end user, sugarcane has millions of people who are directly and indirectly dependent on this product, Honorable Speaker. When we talk about catchment areas for sugarcane, Honorable Speaker, it does not limit itself to Western Kenya, and that means Nyanza, together with the Western region. Rift Valley, for instance, has the best soil that can support the growth of sugarcane. And because there has been myriad frustrations in the value chain, people have chosen to cut back on their investments on sugarcane. We have seen instances where families uproot sugarcane because there is nothing to write home about it. And this bill will inevitably go a long way to addressing all the gaps that have consistently existed within the sugar value chain, Madam Speaker. Western Kenya, for instance, has thousands and thousands of land that is lying idle, not having any sugarcane on it, yet it is a sugar-growing region. We had, as a committee, a very good opportunity to move around all the sugar companies in this country. We met with the farmers, we met with the owners of sugar companies, we met with members of staff, and they did present their various plight on areas where we need to improve on. And all those were captured in the sugar report that ultimately made it into the sugar bill that we are discussing today. If the government will put a lot of attention to these areas that are capable of having sugarcane on them, give the farmers the input that is necessary, provide information through extension officers that have also been proposed into the bill, then this country will be able to export sugar and not import sugar, which is currently the status. Madam Speaker, when you talk about sugar importers, you are talking about a very small sector, a very small populace. They are the people with briefcase companies, but are masquerading in town as sugar importers. They do not have employees in their custody. So you give people permits to import sugar, but only addressing the plight of 10 people. Yet companies, if properly addressed, if we properly address their concerns, millions of people who are now under their jurisdiction will be able to have a livelihood. And we only hope, therefore, that going forward, and we have put this into the bill, we understand that we have a shortage, and sometimes our country produces much less than what the country needs. Now, during that period, when there is a shortage, we have given a provision upon which licenses can be issued, superintended by a competent authority, so that we do not have a glut of sugar into the country by sugar barons who only benefit to the detriment of our suffering farmers, Madam Speaker. How I hope that people from Western Kenya and Rift Valley and coastal region, because we also visited Kwale, and they're doing a splendid job there, will come to realize the benefits accruing from sugarcane, Madam Speaker. My chair has ably stated about the research institute that has been proposed into the bill. Madam Speaker, we are still relying on the older cane variety that takes between 18 months to 24 months to mature. Yet, through inventions and innovations, we have had sugarcane that can take up to just 1 year or 10 months to mature. That is the direction that we need to go. How do we then have our people growing the right seeds that will address these problems, Madam Speaker? And people have so chosen to substitute their farms with maize instead of having sugarcane, because maize takes 3 months. Sugarcane takes forever. So how do we then respond to the needs of our farmers in a way that they will generate their income within the shortest possible space of time, just like any other commodity? This is the direction that we are taking, and I want to thank members of the Agriculture Committee, and I can see some of our members here, Honorable Salasia, Honorable PK, Double N. I see my brother and immediate neighbor, Honorable Kimei, together with my able Vice Chair, Honorable Yegon, that whatever we have put our hands on will not go in vain, that this House will be rallied behind to support this, so that for once we have something to stand on. Finally, Madam Speaker, this is not a new bill to us. It has been here before. It was frustrated at the Senate. How do we then marshal the Senate behind us so that we do not lag behind and throw the bathwater with the baby? And finally, Madam Speaker, I would want to appeal to members of this House that when we do lots of imports, we by extension ship our jobs abroad. But when we produce locally and have our investments worked upon in this country,
Honorable members, there is a lot of interest in this motion. So I'll just give an opportunity to Honorable John Kiarie, member for Dagoretti South. Yes, I can see, and as I said, there is a lot of interest. I just decided to stick to the screen, and that is why I called the Honorable John Kiarie.
Madam Speaker, I had indicated my interest to speak on an earlier matter, and because Dagoretti South constituency is a sugar consumer and a constituency of sugar traders, I would want to donate this time to people who belong to the sugar belt, who have real concern on sugar issues.
Thank you very much, Honorable John Kiarie. Thank you for being considerate. Honorable members, I would like to know those who have interest in speaking on this to go to the intervention. Honorable Beatrice Elachi, you are appearing as the first one on the screen. Is it your intention to speak on this one?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I also rise to support this bill and to really thank the Honorable Wangwe. Madam Speaker, I'm a sugarcane farmer, and my father is, and I started when I was in Senate. And so the challenges we face are many challenges. But today, I just want to thank Honorable Wangwe for bringing in this bill. This is a bill that came in last time in the last Parliament, Madam Speaker, and I'm hoping we can, for the first time, finalize. And as many of our colleagues have really spoken, that we are hoping the Senate will not again sit on this bill and that we can finalize the challenges that many of the sugar belt farmers face in this country. Madam Speaker, when I look at the bill, and more importantly, when we talk of the tribunal, which is Article 43, shall have the powers of the High Court. Madam Speaker, we have faced so many challenges, especially for us who have been farmers. And I know, Madam Speaker, I'm also headed to Western to really speak about it and to awaken the people of Western Province to realize that, Madam Speaker, we cannot have the private gineries functioning very well. And you find the factories that are run by government are the ones that keep on collapsing and keep on ensuring that money has disappeared for farmers. Yet here the government now has come up with a very fantastic proposal, Madam Speaker, that they will waive all the debts and we start on a clean slate. And for this, Madam Speaker, you know that sugar is a commodity that is very emotive, that has very serious business people, that they will wish to kill all factories for them to import more sugar in this country. And so, Madam Speaker, even as we bring in this bill, we really want to ask government, and I know the President is really, really supporting this, that we must find a way to ensure that when we now start bringing back these factories, Zoya factory, you find Mumiasi, which is every day spoken about, that we will want to see also some mitigations in ensuring, even if you are importing in sugar, then import in sugar when you know exactly that there's no sugar within those local factories. And if we are saying buy Kenya, build Kenya, Madam Speaker, it is important for us then as a country to appreciate that we are not going to have business as usual, the way we've been joking with our country and joking with our factories. And so, Madam Speaker, when you look at the catchment areas, the upper western, the lower western region, most of these farmers have decided even now to go to other farmings, to do other farming, Madam Speaker. You find that those who used to really do sugarcane farming are so demoralized. They have become so poor. Those towns have gone down. And I don't think it is fair, even as we speak and we ensure that this bill passes, we want to see transformation back in this agricultural sector. That, Madam Speaker, in the sugar sector, we shall see now farmers coming back and even getting incentives, the way the other crops are getting incentives, to ensure the farmer is able now to become a sugarcane farmer again. The other thing, Madam Speaker, is how the growers, they have been frustrated. While we waiver the money, we must go back to do very serious public participation, that to really enable each farmer to appreciate and to start again farming. And I want to plead, as I give more chance to other members, because I can see very few minutes, every farmer in Western Province, can you go and register as a farmer? Can you ensure you are a farmer so that every incentive that government is bringing in agriculture, you are able to tap in, be it for farming of sugarcane or even maize. And that is why, Madam Speaker, I support this bill. I support the amendments, and I know we shall in the end ensure that the amendments that are coming in are not the amendments to give, again, those who are importing sugar in the country more powers than what the Kenyan farmer can really benefit from. I beg to support.
Thank you very much, Honorable Beatrice Elachi. The Honorable Mwangi Kiunjuri.
Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Member for Laikipia East.
Madam Speaker, I just want to say a few things, not more than 3 minutes. Number one, that the issue of sugar in this country, I'm a consumer, and I believe even the consumers are more affected than even the producers. Madam Speaker, I happen to be Minister for Agriculture, and we had several meetings with leaders from Western Kenya and Nyanza region. Madam Speaker, the issue, as you have seen, and Ishongwa majority brought it up, that about leadership. Those people who are supposed to be the front line to fight for sugar, to fight for issues that affect their regions. However, Madam Speaker, it's not about those who are producing that are affected. It's all Kenyans across board. Because today, if you look at the price of sugar, and you ask yourself, if we had intervened, if the sector is working, would we be buying this sugar at the prices that we have today? Look at our neighbors, Madam Speaker, their production vis-a-vis our own production. The issue is that we know the answers. Honorable Wangwe, you know that we sat down, we were able to bring up leadership in the region, we had to sit down then, and we agreed of raft of reforms that ought to be taken. Today, even what we are doing, I would still argue they are still piecemeal. Because why don't we, Madam Speaker, be able to bring comprehensive amendments that are already there that can be able to sort out this issue? Madam Speaker, today, we have AFA. All the directorates are dead. Sugar directorate is dead, tea directorate is dead, coffee directorate is dead, all those directorates. The CEOs get to the office, they are earning, the workers are being paid, but producing nothing. Research and development, dead. No new crops are coming up, no new variety, innovation, dead. And what they are doing, just earning salaries. Madam Speaker, you continue importing, and even what you are producing today, you look at coffee, tea, the prices, Madam Speaker, are also miserable. It is a high time we start rethinking again on the reforms that were carried in this House 15 years ago when Kome was the PS Agriculture. And look back again and ask ourselves, is it the high time we look at the Act again so that we can empower the farmer? Because production without a farmer is dead. Today, you go to Western Kenya. There are factories there, Madam Speaker. But what are they doing? They are the ones controlling agriculture sector, and they are also the importers. So what they are doing, it is easier for them to import sugar, come and package and sell in Kenya than growing it in Kenya. If you look at them today, they are always interfering with farmers, interfering with leaders. That is why today cooperatives are dead in Western Kenya. That is why today you get a factory like Mumias, with all the land and investment they have. Another factory owned by an individual is able to run, make profits, and you wonder, why are these factories dying? I agree, let us write off the debts that they have, because they will never pay in the first place. You are only putting bad money, good money into bad money. Madam Speaker, the issues are political, and unless the leadership of Western Kenya sit down and agree, even if we are met today, even if you carry this amendment, without goodwill of the leaders, again, we shall go back, because it's not about the law. It is about whether...
What is out of order, Honorable Koyo? Member for Mohoroni.
Without the intention of disrupting my good friend, he was our minister, CS Agriculture, and he did together with him, we tried to bring changes. But now he's trying to canvass this issue as if it is a West Kenya affair, when the sugar is grown in Rift Valley, is grown in the coast, and several other areas. So I want him to be serious. He has very good issues, very good things which he should have canvassed at the committee level, if he was serious. Thank you.
Honorable Koyo, this is a house of debate, and the Honorable Mwangi Kiunjuri was
Serious cabinet secretary for agriculture for that matter.
Madam Speaker,
he just argued his point. Honorable members.
Madam Speaker, I argue my point, but it's also good to speak out your heart. I said once again, we are affected more consumers than even producers. And therefore, Madam Speaker, for me, I would say I thank the mover, and at least let us get more reforms in the sugar sector.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Honorable Mwangi Kiunjuri and Honorable Koyo. Honorable members, this motion has a balance of 53 minutes. The Honorable Mwangi Kiunjuri, you will have 4 minutes. The Honorable Mwangi Kiunjuri will have 4 minutes. I would like to take the balance of time again. This motion has a balance of 1 hour and 53 minutes. So, honorable members, you'll have another chance to debate on this motion. Honorable members, and the time now being 9 p.m., this House stands adjourned until Thursday, 24th of August 2023 at 2:30 p.m. Thank you, members.
Ikiwa leo ni tarehe 23 mwezi Agosti mwaka 2023, nachukua fursa hii mtazamaji kukaribisha kwenye matangazo haya ya moja kwa moja kutoka katika Bunge la Taifa, matangazo ambayo yanaletwa kwako kwa hisani ya kitengo cha matangazo ya Bunge, Parliamentary Broadcasting Unit na shirika la utangazaji nchini KBC. Kukuletea matangazo haya mimi naitwa Geoffrey Kwatemba. Nitakuwa naangazia baadhi ya orodha ya shughuli za bunge leo hii, maana ikiwa ndo hivyo kuna masuala mengi ambayo yalikuwa yanafuatiliwa katika kikao cha asubuhi, ikiwemo pamoja na kamati ya bunge nzima, masuala ama mambo ambayo yalikuwa yanaangaziwa, ikiwa ni pamoja na mswada wa marekebisho ya hali ya hewa ambao ni mswada nambari 42 wa mwaka 2023. Vilevile kulikuwa kunaangaziwa mswada wa marekebisho wa sheria wa kupambana na ufujaji wa fedha na kupambana na ufadhili wa ugaidi wa bunge la kitaifa nambari 35 wa mwaka 2023. Kwenye kamati ya bunge nzima vilevile kulikuwepo na mswada wa sheria ya kuratibu udhibiti wa usalama wa chakula na malilishe, mswada sheria nambari 21 wa mwaka 2023, na vilevile mswada wa marekebisho ya sheria ya maji nambari 33 wa mwaka 2023. Na tunapozidi kusonga mbele kwenye orodha ya shughuli za bunge alasiri ya leo, ni kufahamisha kwamba bunge linatarajiwa kuangazia mswada wa marekebisho ya pili kuhusu kuzuia na kudhibiti saratani. Huu ni mswada nambari 45 wa mwaka 2022 ambao utakuwa unasomwa kwa mara ya pili. Mswada huu umeandaliwa na Mheshimiwa Abdul Daud, mbunge wa Imendi Kusini. Lengo kuu la mswada huu, mtazamaji, ni kufahamisha ya kwamba ni kurekebisha kifungu cha 5 cha sheria kuu kwa kupanua wigo wa majukumu ya taasisi ya taifa ya saratani ili kujumuisha na kuhamasisha matumizi ya afya ya kielektroniki na vilevile telemediseni katika matibabu ya wagonjwa wa saratani na kutia nguvu matibabu kwa wagonjwa wa saratani kama huduma ya msingi ya afya. Bunge alasiri ya leo vilevile ni kujulisha kwamba, mtazamaji, linakuwa linaangazia marekebisho ya mswada wa kitaifa wa mamlaka ya ujenzi nambari 59 wa mwaka 2022 uliotengenezwa na Mheshimiwa David Gikaria kutoka Nakuru Town East, ambao utakuwa unasomwa kwa mara ya pili. Marekebisho haya yanatafuta kutoa utambuzi wa wanawake, vijana na watu wanaoishi na ulemavu kama vikundi vilivyotengwa na kuwapunguzia mzigo wa kulipia ada za usajili. Mswada huo hauna vifungu vinavyopunguza haki ya uhuru wa kimsingi. Bunge alasiri ya leo vilevile ni kufahamishe pia litakuwa linaangazia mswada wa marekebisho wa Baraza la Taifa la Vijana, mswada nambari 1 wa mwaka 2023. Mswada huu umeandaliwa na mbunge Mheshimiwa Joshua Kandie. Lengo kuu la mswada huu ni kurekebisha sheria ya Baraza la Vijana la Kitaifa ili kuondoa wanachama wa Baraza la Vijana la Kitaifa kwa kuruhusu kuajiri kwa ushindani kwa vijana wanaohudumu katika baraza hilo kupitia ofisi ya ukurugenzi wa vijana wa kaunti. Ninapofuatilia naona wabunge wakizidi kuingia katika bunge hili, na ilivyo desturi vikao hivi huanza majira ya saa 8:30 baada ya spika kuingia kuongoza, baada ya maombi kufanyika na kuhakikisha kwamba ipo akidi, vinakuwa vinaanza rasmi. Kwenye orodha ya shughuli mchana ama alasiri ya leo vilevile kuna hoja kuhusu ripoti ya ujumbe wa Kenya kwa mkutano mkuu wa 146 wa Umoja wa Mabunge ya Kitaifa IPU na mikutano inayohusiana na iliyofanyika katika ufalme wa Bahrain, na hili litakuwa linahakikisha na kufuatiliwa kwa karibu sana. Bunge litakuwa linatilia maanani ripoti ya wajumbe wa Kenya kwenye bunge la 146 la muungano wa bunge ya nchi kavu ukipenda IPU na mkutano ama mikutano mingine inayohusiana na hiyo. Ni kufahamisha kwamba mkutano huu ulifanyika katika ufalme wa Bahrain kuanzia tarehe 11 hadi tarehe 15 Machi 2023 na uliweza kuwasilishwa kwenye jedwali la bunge mnamo Jumatano Juni tarehe 14. Muda wote kuanzia sasa hivi vikao hivi vitakuwa vinaanza ni baada ya spika kuweza kuingia. Na ninapozungumza nawe ni kufahamisha ya kwamba spika wa bunge hili la kitaifa Mheshimiwa Daktari Moses Masika Wetangula anaingia bungeni, na baada ya kuchukua nafasi yake atakuwa analiongoza bunge katika maombi. Baada ya hapo kufahamishwa ikiwa akidi imeweza kufikiwa na vikao hivi kuanza rasmi.
Jamii na utawala wa haki wa wanadamu. Twakusihi utazame kwa neema nyingi sisi watumishi wako ambao wameridhika kutuita ili tutekeleze shughuli muhimu za jamhuri yetu. Twakuomba uteremshie baraka zako sisi tuliokutanika hapa, na utujalie tuyatende na kufikiria mambo yote yatakayofikishwa mbele yetu kwa njia ya haki na uaminifu, ili utukufu na sifa zako ziendelezwe, na ili kustawisha amani, ufanisi na heri ya nchi yetu, na wale ambao haja zao umezikabidhi mikononi mwetu. Amen. Sergeant, it's clear we have no quorum. Can you ring the bell?
Baada ya maombi hayo, spika wa bunge hili Daktari Moses Masika Wetangula ameamrishwa kukirizwa kwa kengele, maana tayari akidi haijaweza kufikiwa. Hii itakuwa inawapatia fursa wabunge ambao pengine walikuwa bado wameshikika katika mikutano mbalimbali kuweza kupata nafasi ya kuingia katika bunge hili na vikao hivi kuanza rasmi. Tunaposubiria, maana naona tayari waheshimiwa wanazidi kuingia katika bunge hili muda si muda, na muona tayari mheshimiwa Kuria Kimani kutoka Molo ambaye vilevile ni mwenyekiti wa kamati ya fedha akiwa anaingia bungeni, na muona vilevile mheshimiwa Samuel Chepkonga, mheshimiwa kutoka Nabkoi akiwa anaingia. Kwenye orodha ya shughuli za bunge pia vile ni kufahamisha kwamba kuna hoja ya ripoti ya mkutano mkuu wa 4 wa muungano wa bunge la Afrika Mashariki juu ya usalama wa chakula na lishe ambao uliweza kufanyika kule Rwanda, Kigali. Ripoti hii itakuwa inawakilishwa bungeni na wajumbe wa Kenya kwenye mkutano mkuu wa 4 wa muungano huo ambao waliweza kushiriki katika mkutano na kongamano hili ulilofanyika kule Rwanda tarehe 7 hadi 9 Disemba 2022. Itakuwa inawakilishwa kwenye jadwali la bunge na kuweza kupata kufahamisha bunge jinsi mkutano huu uliweza kufanyika. Hoja kuhusu, naarifiwa ya kwamba akidi imeweza kufikiwa, na hivyo basi mtazamaji ni kurejeshe moja kwa moja katika bunge la taifa uweze kufuatilia vikao alasiri ya leo.
Order, we have quorum now. Clerk, please. Yes. Okay. Thank you, sir. Clerk.
Order number 1, administration of oath. Order number 2, communication from the chair. Order number 3, messages. Order number 4, petitions. Order number 5, papers.
Leader of majority.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to lay the following papers on the table of the House today, Wednesday, August 23, 2023. Annual report and financial statement of University of Eldoret for the year ended June 30, 2021. Number 2, ratification, acceptance, and accession of the agreement established International Vaccine Institute, IVI. And third, audited financial statement of KNSL for the year ended 30th June 2023. Thank you, and I lay.
Thank you, majority. Chairperson, Public Petitions Committee, Nimrod.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I beg to lay the following paper on the table of the House. Today, Wednesday, 23rd August 2023, report on the Public Petition Committee on its considerations on Public Petition number 6 of 2023 by Mr. Patrick Kiberia regarding amendment to the Kenya Information and Communication Act. Thank you, and I beg you today.
Thank you. Chairperson, Public Investments Committee on Social Services, Administration and Agriculture. Wangwe Emmanuel.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I beg to lay the following paper on the table of the House today, Wednesday, 23rd August 2023. First, report of the Public Investments Committee on Social Services, Administration and Agriculture on its consideration of the report of the Auditor General on 23 non-compliant state corporations. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. Next, Chairperson, Departmental Committee on Labor, Karemba.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I beg to lay the following paper on the table of the House today, Wednesday, 23rd August 2023. Report of the Departmental Committee on Labor on its consideration of the Public Service Commission Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 6 of 2023. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. Next order.
Order number 6, notices of motion.
Chairperson, Public Investments Committee on Social Services, Administration and Agriculture, Emmanuel Wangwe.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I beg to give notice of the following motion, that this House adopts the report of the Public Investments Committee on Social Services, Administration and Agriculture on its consideration of the report of the Auditor General on 23 non-compliant state corporations laid on the table of the House on Wednesday, 23rd August 2023. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. Clerk. Hold the next order. Okay, Mary Emase, I had given you permission to move a motion of adjournment. If you get the requisite support, we'll allocate you time tomorrow. Go ahead.
I need to put on my glasses. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.